Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we find ourselves here in the game of Space Engineers. As you can see, there's Coruscant in front of us, right with Elam to its right, and we're just in space here hanging out, and I wanted to try a new series about just building Star Wars ships, and today we're going to start with a rather small one, but also not too small. We're going to build the Gozanti Class Cruiser. So what we are going to do is that we will start with the rear of the ship, and the ship has 3 engines in total, so I'll just begin to build the thrusters, 2 big ones and a small one in the middle. So yeah, don't mind it if I speak less than building, because it is important that I concentrate more on the building, and even though if I'm placing some blocks there is nothing to commentate, so please just sit back, relax and enjoy the process. I guess it won't be the only pad that I'm uploading, because I'm actually very sure about that I'm not going to be able to finish this ship in one part. I would at least need like 10 parts or something, because it takes a lot of time to build the ships in detail and to get everything right as it is in the concept. So just stay back, take yourself some popcorn or whatever and just enjoy the building process. So as I said, I will begin with building the thrusters, but first off I have to build a straight line here to make a cut to reflect what I'm building on 2 sides. So if I place it somewhere here on the left side, it will also be here on the right side. So that will save me a lot of time and a lot of geometry calculating, So we'll just begin with the thrusters now. I will probably begin with the middle one, because it's much easier to begin with the middle instead of the sides. So just in case of the scale, we'll just do that. Alright, so I figured out that the Gozanti Class Cruiser is about 64 meters long. So one of these small blocks I'm building with small blocks, because I need to have little tighter spaces than when I'm building with the big blocks. They are already 2.5 meters long. So we're just going to take the small blocks, they are 0.5 meter long, so I need 128 of them. So let me set a line on top of here and just go all the way to 128. You can't do that in one try, so I have to do 128 separate I mean. So that's our line. That's how long the ship is going to be when it's finished, hopefully. So back here at the rear we are going to build the thrusters now. So this is already the middle part, and as I can see here on the picture that's right beside me, I need to build the thruster right here somewhere. The thruster is rather long, I'd say, but not too high. I got a couple of mods here loaded in, so we're gonna take a look at this. So I got a little bit of Star Wars mods here, like engines or something, so I can have the sounds. Unfortunately, there is not a sound for the Gozanti Class Cruiser, so we have to pick another. I will just make a quick sound test here, and then pick one of the best of it. So we also have these guns here, all these stationary guns. We have the TIE fighter cannons and all these different cannons, but also here like this, the Death Star interior, and of course the holo table. So yeah, rather cool mods here, I'd say. And let's just build this thruster. So from what I can see, I would guess that the middle thruster is about 2.5 meters high, or maybe even 3. So we're just going to make 6 blocks here, and then we go, wait, let me actually place 7, and then we go here back to the rear end again. So we have that already. We can shorten 3 or 4 of them here, because we don't need them, because the down end of the thrusters are shorter than the top end of them. So let us do it like that. That looks about right. So now we need to have a different block color, because it is also different here in the original concept. So let me get a different color, a little bit more darker color, so we can see the difference between thruster and of course the main hull. So I don't know how thick exactly the thruster should be, but it looks around, like, to me, like 3 meters also. So we're going to make, alright, we have 6 and we're going to do 1 more, and that should be it. So the thruster begins with a rather blocky look, and then begins to to be a little bit rounder. So let us try to get this look here on our ship. Going to do 3 like this, and also on the downside connect them, of course. Fill this space here, and then we are going to do one of this side, so we can already get a little bit tighter here on the end, like this. Alright, so this is a good beginning. Let us do one more. Wait, is it moving actually? Why is the structure moving? Okay, right now I have a little problem because the structure is moving, probably because I touched it. Since we are in an empty space and there's no gravity and the little blocks don't weigh that much, it probably just drifts off. So I need thrusters here right now. I'm playing the game on German language. Please excuse me for that. I have to change that in a bit. So just not for the look now. I'm just going to stabilize the ship. I'm going to do it like this. Place a couple of thrusters so it doesn't move anymore. In all sides, all directions. One up also here, and of course one down. So then I need to build the little reactor here, and it should stabilize itself. Let's see. Yeah, good, it's not moving anymore. That's what I wanted to achieve. So let us continue to build. What is strange about that thing is that the sun is in front of Coruscant right now, and yeah, it's really bright if you look at it. So let us begin with the thruster now. 2 like this. I'm just going to try something. If it doesn't look right on the first try, I will do it better in the second try, trust me. Need a little bit of a round look here. That should do it. That's already not that bad, is it? So we're just going to build this like this. Maybe we couldn't even get rid of this side here, but I don't know if this is separate from the ship now. Yeah, this is separate now, so this doesn't work for us. Have to do it like this. And then again, side like this. So this looks about right. Can get rid of them down here too. Alright, so since we have that, we can make it look a little bit more round. So we got these slabs here. Can just build them here on top, and it should look quite good and rather round than just the cube, you know. So now we're getting to the end of the thruster already. But you know, I have to get this standard color again. Can you please be a small block? Thank you. So we have to make a rather light color here because it's in the concept. So we're just going to do that and place slabs here on these things again. Alright, so now we can really start to put our work on the engine. This is already the outer look of it. So let's change back to normal blocks and also the darker color. And then we're going to do this. Oh no, something seems off here with the blocks. Yeah, these are separate, eh? Alright, we had a little problem here, but nothing we can't fix. Like this, alright. So now I have a little problem, because it is not correctly as the concept says it is, but I think that will do. Just like that. So now we're going to build little thrusters in here from the Star Wars blog, Star Wars Engines mod, and then we're going to see what one fits it the best. So we're gonna start with the A-wing engine. And you can already hear the sound of it. Unfortunately, I need it to be blue thrusters and not yellow thrusters, so I think here on the outer look I will just place some iron thrusters. Like these ones here. They look nice. I have to stick them out a bit, like this. And that's our main engine already. So it looks quite big to me when I compare it to the concept. So now it doesn't look that thick anymore. But still, it is too high. I built it too high, because if I stay here, or wait, let me look at it as from this perspective. Yeah, I don't know. It looks right when I'm standing in front of it, but it looks wrong when I'm looking at the concept. But it should that could just be a matter of perspective. So these things have to be longer than the actual thruster, because that's the top side. And now I have to get a better look on the very end so I can build the two side thrusters. Alright, now we shall begin to build the big thrusters, and I'm just going to wait. If this is 3 meters thick, then I'm going to make this, because this looks like a little bit longer, on each side about 8 blocks. So 4 meters on both sides should be about right, or actually let me do 4.5 meters. So now that we have this, we could begin to at least build the structure, the overall structure of the main thrusters. I'm just going to do it like this, because they are a little bit bigger than the main thruster. Also here I'm going to build 5 blocks and then 1 here and go down here again. So yeah, that should be about right. On this side also, like this. So now let us go down here. I think about, yeah, maybe 4 blocks. I don't know if that's enough, but maybe I should go with 5. I don't know. In comparison, that does look good already, so I would just keep it like this, just for testing now. Like this. And then of course connect it here. So these are the main side thrusters, and the scale looks about right. So they have one line here through the middle. I don't know what the use of this is, but it's there, so I'm going to build it. And now we have to build a second line beneath this here. Alright. So this looks good already. Now we have to build a little I don't know what that is, but it goes out in the back a bit. So just going to do this. I don't know, but it looks like in the concept. I'm just building like the concept looks. So I'm sure the concept is right. Like this. Looks a bit strange in my opinion. But what are you gonna do about it? So now that we have this, we have to, or actually let me round up these thrusters here, so they look better. As you can see there, 14 kilometers away, there's a pirate ship. And of course, when I finish this build, I'm going to take this beauty to a little bit of fighting tests. I'm not too sure if it's going to do well in these, but you know, you can always give it a try and see if it works or not. So like this. Looks better, alright. So what this ship has is Wait, oh no. No, I'm going too far already. I'm going too far out. I need to build the thrusters. I need to build the thrusters in a darker tone. And we're going to choose our good old paint here to do this. Just like this. Don't be scared, I will change the design to a rather rounded design. Like this. So it doesn't look like a block. Alright, alright. So now a little outline here. Couldn't hurt, right? Like this. Maybe even another, so it looks a little bit thicker here on the end. Like this. Alright. So I would even build one more inline here. Oh, don't push it too far. Wait, okay. So like this. Now we can set the thrusters in here. But this middle line doesn't check out anymore. Or actually, if we're going to build it a little bit more like this, we can place the thrusters behind this little lane. I don't know what to call it. Don't want to use too much blocks, because the more blocks I use, the heavier the ships get, obviously. But with that, it will be harder to control it with thrusters, because I won't have much place to place thrusters inside of the ship. So now we're going to build a massive wall of thrusters here. So like this. Let's see from the other side. I mean, it looks okay. It looks okay. Not too good, but I mean, there's always room for improvement. So since we have the darker block already equipped, I'm going to do this, because the Gozanti has a little bit of darker space here in between these two lanes. That should do it. It looks quite good. If I'm being honest, it looks good, yeah. So let us do here. It has a little bit of a round out, so yeah, okay. Now we shall change back to the original color. Like this. Looks quite good, yeah. I like it. You can write it in the comments. Maybe if you have improvements or something, you can always write them down in the comments, and maybe I will agree with you, maybe, you know? Alright, because I'm recording for 24 minutes already, I don't know how many it will when I'm finished with cutting the video. Because of that, I would just finish the first part here, and I guess you gotta see the second part just the day after the first part here, so stay tuned for that. I will continue to build then there. I mean, we're still at the thrusters, but I think we made a very good process in this 24 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I'm not completely satisfied with the look, but you know, it's something, and with that we can continue to build the ship, and I'm looking forward to what the Serie becomes, because I have much larger ships in mind, like a light cruiser, or maybe even a Star Destroyer at some point, you know, Or maybe, you know, a Death Star, but not in 1-to-1 scale like I do right now, because, you know, it would just be too big for the game, obviously. So my PC would just explode. But you know, we could build this in like 1-to-12 scale or something like this, or maybe 1-to-60 scale, so it wouldn't be that big. So yeah, let us end the part here, and we will see us in the next part. Till then, and I wish you a good day.